Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, by HASHAM, YAHAWASHI, by HASHAM, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles at Great Millstone, telling me his truth, and a sincere shalom to the elect out there teaching his truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, and we're going to get into the perfect storm that's coming, okay? Because there's a perfect storm brewing to try and force people to not only take the hijab, but to take the MOTB. Okay? When you look at the plans of the Great Reset, it all makes sense. Okay? Why things are happening the way that they're happening, man. Because these elites, they put their plans out there. Okay? And well, hey, they might have created those documents, but thousands of years ago, the scriptures told you the plan anyway, you know? But I'm going to start with 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. And the 17th verse. Woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? Talking about the days that we're in now, okay? That are only going to get worse. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. And if you pay attention to what's going on, a lot of people over the past year and a half since this pandemic started, you know, there's sky high rates of depression, suicide, anxiety, psychological problems. Okay, there's massive protests around the world. Okay, and that's in the scriptures that it would be like that. The massive protests, man. And the media is not really reporting it. Okay, but there's protests going on all over the world. There's even protests going on here in Babylon against mandates, man. But you gotta go to the alternative news to find it. Okay, it's these devils' main weapon is their media, is their multimedia empire. Okay, that's their biggest weapon. It's not their military might, which, you know, this devil, he does have a strong military. There's no doubt about that. But the main tool that at Esau's disposal, okay, to get you to go along with his plans is his multimedia empire. Okay? Because he uses it to brainwash you. Hence the term couch potato. Okay? 2nd Ezra 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and we're seeing that, man. I was just scrolling through my social media feed. I saw this massive protest in Luxembourg, where they made all these barricades to separate the jab from the unjabbed, and both the unjabbed and the jab people were ripping that shit apart, man. They said, "Fuck this shit," right? And I seen another clip in the Netherlands, people losing their mind against their mandates. Okay, because every country has their different mandates set up, obviously different governments, so on and so forth. And they look like they weren't playing around, man. And there was a lot of people, man. A lot of people. You know? It looked like one of them giant concerts from back in the day where they have like something like 250,000 people at them. Okay? But there's going to be uproars of the people in the world. Uproars of the people in the world. People have had enough. They could see what's going on. They could see what's going on. Even the people that don't know what the hell's going on. Well, I mean, even the people that kind of know what's going on. Okay, they're mad. They're mad. But see, what's not understood is that hating the New World Order is not going to get you on a chariot. Standing up against the New World Order is not going to get you on a chariot, man. First off, you got to be an Israelite, and you got to be a man or woman of YAHAWASHI. Okay? It's up to the Lord. He will have mercy on whom he will have mercy, and he will have compassion on whom he will have compassion. So meanwhile, you got all these people standing up against this New World Order and against these mandates, and it looks like it's mostly Edomites. I'm just throwing it out there. It looks like it's mostly Edomites. Okay, there could be obviously Jakes mixed in with them, but all them Edomites that are out there protesting against this New World Order, they're going to be destroyed, man. Okay, because these devils, they're going to whip out the artillery soon, and they're not playing the hell around, man. Okay, you can look up New World Order quotes. They know you're going to revolt against their New World Order, and they're going to squash you like the insects that you are. That's how they feel about you. Okay, even you people that are reviewing this video, if it gets flagged, okay, they're coming to get you too, man. They're going to make your ass a slave. Okay? Okay? Because this video could get flagged. Okay? That's why I'm only going to I might only upload this on 1 or 2 channels. Okay? But anyways, let's get back into 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. And what verse do we leave at? Verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Okay? Now keep that in mind, all them people protesting, okay? They're coming with that woe is me spirit right now, man. They're like, man, if they pull this off, we're screwed. Right? Because if you look at what's going on right now, they're trying to jab the kids up. They're trying to give the kids the syrup. This Omicron variant was perfect timing because it's harmful in children, right? Okay? People got to start thinking outside the box, man. Instead of just being led to and fro. Okay? The scriptures talk about being led to and fro with every wind of doctrine. Okay? Well, Satan's got his own doctrines too, man, and y'all are being tossed to and fro. 2nd Ezra 16 and 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginnings of famine and great death. Wow. The beginning of famine and great death. And we could see this going on right now. We can see this going on right now with the supply chain shortages, economic calamities. Okay? There's a perfect storm of a crashing economy going on right now. This is part of the Great Reset. They're going to it's in their plans to destroy the current supply chain system and create a new one. Let's look at CNBC real quick. Okay, well, first off, let's look at the Dow. Please bear with me. I haven't done this on my phone in a long time. I'm used to doing it on the computer. Okay. Come on, man. Yeah, the Dow the Dow's not looking too good right now. I mean, granted, there's a it's really not that much off from its highs. Okay, the Dow. Let me look at the 6 month. Yeah, it's really not that much off. But in fact, I'm wondering what if I could get this to show the percentage, because that's really what. Honestly, that's really when you brothers you look at charts and so on and so forth. Okay, dollar amounts don't mean shit. What matters is percentages. Okay, percentages are what matters. Um, well, here we go. That's the 52-week high is 36,565, and the 52-week low. So the stock markets really haven't been hit that hard, but when you look at what's really going on, okay, there's a lot of money changing hands and going into other moving around into other industries and sectors than what they're traditionally moving to. Okay, they're getting ready for this digital society. That's where the money is going right now. You had Square, which is run by I think his name is Jack Dorsey, the guy who ran Twitter. Well, he stepped down, and he renamed Square to Block. Okay, or yeah, Block, which is a crypto acronym, man. And then they went out and they bought 710. I believe that's the number, 710 bitcoins. And speaking of Bitcoin, right? You got all these people talking about this metaverse technology and Web 3.0. Web 3.0 is where they're going to try and integrate you and everything around you into the internet. Okay? And what's going to be that interface that they use? It's not going to be no VR headset. It might be at first, but it's not going to be no VR headset. You guessed it. It's going to be that MOTB. Okay? It's all going to be connected to the B system. Let's look at last night, right? Well, hey, you had stocks go to shit, and you had cryptos go to shit in the same day. Okay, it's almost like the perfect storm is coming, and the Fed is saying that they're going to start tightening. Okay, they're going to start tightening, meaning that what? They're going to start raising rates to fight this rampant inflation, which they created. Okay, and that is going to really weaken the economy, man. And it's going to reduce the prices of assets, okay, particularly stocks, commodities, okay? So think about this lovely Dow Jones Industrial Average. What's going to happen when they start raising rates? The stock market hates it when the Fed raises rates. Just even the fact of the Fed lowering rates just or raising rates just 0.5% makes them freak out. That is how weak and fragile this fucking economy is, man. And it's like that around the world. Okay? The US dollar reserve system is not working anymore. It's failing. And that is going to bring famines. Okay? Not only is the system failing, but they want the famines. They want the system to fail so they can rebuild it, which is all that Web 3.0 stuff and quantum dot computing and all that other nonsense, man. Okay, Lord willing, we don't even get that far to see that garbage. Okay, Lord willing, we don't even get that far to see that fucking garbage, man. It's bad. It's bad enough living in this society and seeing how messed up these people are, man, and dealing with them day to day. It's already vexing enough as it is, man. Imagine people walking into walls and shit. I'm in the metaverse, bro. Sorry. Like, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Esau's trying to separate these people from reality, man. They're already separated from reality. But he really wants to separate them from reality. He wants to create an alternate reality. 2 Ezra 16 and 18. Salakia, I should be getting more scriptures. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, right? Because there's going to be an economic collapse. And on top of that, there's going to be the supply chain crisis. It's going to get worse. Okay? It's going to get worse. But this is just the beginning of famine and great death. The powers that be, they want to get the earth to below 1 billion people. That's a lot of people, man. That's going to require great death. That's going to require famine. The beginning of wars. Okay? Countries fighting over... There's a lot of rumors that countries are going to be fighting over water. They're going to be fighting over energy, resources, food for their people. And the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, for change. Okay? So the Lord is trying to tell you to change your ways, man, you Israelites, okay? You Jakes. Because what's the face of social media? The face of social media isn't the so-called white man. The face of social media is you Jakes doing dumb shit and putting it out there for everybody to see. That's who runs social media, man. Okay? I mean, they don't run it as far as a corporate sense. But Jake is the engine of folly on the internet, man. Okay, that's a good way to word it. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. And that's you fucking Americans, man. It's you fucking Americans primarily, because the whole world's standing up against these mandates, right? Warning everybody about what the hell's about to happen. But you Americans, you're just stuck in autoplay, man. Okay? But for all those things, even though you're going to be starving and getting all fucked up out here, you're still not going to be mindful of the scourges. Oh, man. What the... Lord willing, that didn't fuck with the... or mess with the recording. Oh, man. Slacky brothers. Oh. Alright, right, but like it says in verse 20, 2 Ezra 16:20, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Right, so they're not going to be mindful of all that shit that was leading up to it and why, why it's happening, man. What you have to think when you're going through that kind of thing? What is the Lord trying to tell you? You brothers and sisters, man, especially if you're young in the faith, I'm just going to put it out there, man. When something's going on in your life, no matter what aspect of your life it is, you have to ask. You always have to think and ask yourself, what is the Lord trying to tell me with me going through this or this situation coming up, or so on and so forth? Okay? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn away from their wickedness. Okay? Which we know, Edomites, they can't turn away from their wickedness because they're just wicked. But I'm, saying this to you Jakes out there. You Israelites out there, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds across the four corners of the earth. Okay? Y'all need to turn from your wickedness, man. But a lot of you are not going to turn away from your wickedness. Let's get this in Isaiah, the 6th chapter. Isaiah 6 and 9, and he said, Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Now, when we think about 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, okay, there's all this stuff going around, but guess what? People still ain't changing their ways, man. They're not returning unto the Lord. Our people are not returning unto the Lord, man. Two-thirds gonna two-third. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed. Okay, so you have to convert. You can't just be in your wickedness. You have to turn away from your wickedness, and convert and be healed. Now this is the point right here. 2nd Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Okay? I mean, you could see the inflation coming, but we know that with these interest rate increases, it might lower the prices. Okay? And even then shall evils grow upon the earth. And we can see these evils growing upon the earth, man. The two-thirds, they can't see it. And the ones that can see this evil growing upon the earth, they just don't care. They just don't care, man. They want to be involved in that Nuwapian bullshit. Okay? Then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Okay? Think about all the confusion that's going on in the land of confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. Ooh. Let me read that again. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. I know you brothers that are diligent. You've seen the pictures of the light store shelves here, lightly packed store shelves, or not at all packed store shelves here in certain parts of Babylon, man. And the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy. Okay? Because there's going to be riots, man. And there's going to be martial law eventually. Okay? But with that, I believe I proved my point. Everything's crashing around all over the place, man. I wanted to get into... See, it won't even show it on the damn screen now, man. The article I wanted to get into where it said that Bitcoin crashed like $10,000 in just an hour. Okay? A lot of people were completely wiped out. and it looked like it was, according to, I mean, based on the research I've done, it looked like it was all manipulated, man, by the elites. Okay, that's what it looked like. Because as soon as it touched 42,000, it touched it for like 5 seconds, and then it jumped all the way up to like 47, 48,000, something like that, like $5,000 in price. So you know them elites were manipulating shit, man. Just like they do with the stock market. Okay? Just like they do with energy prices, man. Okay, just like they do with food, man. They could have cheap food if they wanted. If they fixed the supply chain, okay, that would I mean that wouldn't be everything, but that would be a big step towards lowering the price of food. But instead, we're getting more expensive food and less of it. Okay, and this supply chain crisis is just gonna keep affecting industry after industry after industry. It's gonna get worse. It's not gonna get any better. Okay, there may be times where it gets better for like a month or so, you know, but in general, this supply chain is cooked, man. It's cooked. It's crooked. That which is crooked cannot be made straight. All right, but with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Till next time, Shalom, peace and blessings. See you later.